Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it so more people can join the conversation. Today we cover a story that has grabbed headlines across South Africa, the arrest of 31 undocumented nationals during a recent stop and search operation. This incident is not just about numbers on a police report, it shines a spotlight on the ongoing challenges South Africa faces with illegal migration, border control, law enforcement, and the social tensions that continue to simmer across communities. The operation was conducted by law enforcement authorities who were acting on intelligence reports indicating the presence of undocumented individuals in a particular area. The crackdown was thorough, coordinated, and carried out with precision, resulting in the detention of 31 people who could not provide legal documentation to remain in the country. While the official statement highlights this as a success for immigration enforcement, the story goes much deeper, touching on issues of public safety, economic pressure, and the lived realities of both citizens and migrants. South Africa has long been a destination for people from across the continent seeking better economic opportunities, safety from conflict, or simply a chance at a more stable life. Unfortunately, the system has struggled to manage this influx. Legal pathways are often complicated, slow, and expensive, leading many to cross borders without proper documentation. This creates tension in local communities where residents feel that jobs, housing, and services are being stretched beyond capacity. The recent arrest of these 31 undocumented nationals underscores this ongoing challenge and the government's efforts, at least publicly, to regain control. The operation itself has sparked conversations across the country. On social media and in local communities, opinions are divided. Some citizens express relief and support for law enforcement, feeling that such actions are necessary to protect jobs, reduce crime, and maintain order. They argue that undocumented nationals contribute to overcrowding in schools, clinics, and public transport, and that enforcing immigration laws is long overdue. Others, however, caution against the potential for stigmatization and xenophobic backlash. They remind the public that migrants are human beings, often fleeing desperate circumstances, and that enforcement must be balanced with compassion and adherence to human rights. What makes this incident particularly eye-catching is not just the arrest itself, but the broader context in which it occurs. South Africa has witnessed periodic outbreaks of violence and protests targeting foreign nationals, often sparked by perceptions that migrants are taking opportunities away from locals. These events have made immigration a highly sensitive topic. Law enforcement operations, while necessary from a legal standpoint, can inadvertently inflame tensions if not managed carefully. The detention of 31 individuals in a single operation sends a strong signal, but it also raises questions about what happens next, how these individuals are processed, where they are held, and whether they will be deported or given the opportunity to regularize their status. From an economic perspective, the issue is equally complex. Many undocumented migrants contribute to the informal economy, running small businesses, working in construction, domestic work, or other sectors that struggle to find sufficient local labor. Removing them suddenly can disrupt local markets and communities. On the other hand, the pressure on resources, employment, and social services is real, and citizens' frustrations cannot be ignored. The arrest of these 31 individuals highlights the delicate balance that South Africa must navigate, enforcing the law while ensuring social stability and economic continuity. This story also raises questions about the effectiveness of ongoing immigration policies. Critics argue that stop and search operations, while newsworthy, are temporary fixes rather than long-term solutions. They call for comprehensive reform that addresses both border security and the legal pathways for migration. There is a clear need for better coordination between government departments, law enforcement agencies, and local communities to manage migration responsibly and humanely. Without such measures, incidents like this one are likely to repeat, feeding cycles of frustration, fear, and division. The human element of this story should not be overlooked. Behind the numbers are individuals who, for a variety of reasons, found themselves living undocumented in a foreign country. Some may have fled conflict or persecution, others may have been drawn by economic opportunities. Each person has a story, and while enforcement is necessary, there is a moral dimension that South Africa must consider. Ensuring that detained individuals are treated with dignity, have access to legal support, and are not subjected to abuse is crucial. The way the government handles these 31 people will set a precedent for future operations and signal to both citizens and migrants how seriously the nation takes human rights. Public reaction has been intense. Local communities near the operation site expressed mixed feelings. Some praised the authorities for taking decisive action, viewing it as a step toward restoring law and order. Others expressed concern about the broader implications, fearing that increased enforcement could lead to harassment, profiling, and social unrest. Political commentators have weighed in, noting that immigration remains one of the most polarizing issues in South Africa, capable of shaping public opinion and influencing election outcomes. The arrest of 31 undocumented nationals is more than just a news item, it is a microcosm of a national debate that has yet to find resolution. Looking ahead, the challenge for South Africa is clear. Stop and search operations can only go so far. Long-term solutions require policy reform, international cooperation, and community engagement. Citizens want security, jobs, and resources protected, while migrants seek safety, opportunity, and fair treatment. Balancing these interests is not easy, but it is essential if South Africa hopes to maintain social cohesion and economic stability. The arrest of 31 undocumented nationals during this recent operation is a reminder that migration is a reality South Africa cannot ignore. It also shows that citizens are deeply invested in how the country manages its borders and protects their livelihoods. The coming months will reveal whether this operation is a sign of effective governance or a temporary headline in a much larger, unresolved story. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the latest stop and search operation, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think South Africa's approach to undocumented nationals is fair and effective, or is it time for comprehensive reform? Let's discuss.